Welcome back, everyone. Today's video will be a little different from my previous videos. I'll be talking about some of the spelling and pronunciation differences between the United States and United Kingdom. It was brought to my attention that some of the words used or spoken in my previous videos did not fit the US standard of English. So today I will go over some of the spelling differences the US and the UK have and attempt to show the pronunciation of some of the words between the two countries. It should be noted that most of the words I will say will be in my American accent. Let's begin now. Color versus color. As far as I can tell, the pronunciation between these two words are the same. The big difference is in the spelling. If you're watching this video, you probably had a discussion or two about the spelling and even the way these two words are said, with either a British or American national, or in my case, both. In my early years, I always found it amazing how we had such a different way of spelling and saying certain words. As time has passed, I realize what a great, big, and amazing world we live in, and not everything is going to be the same as my home state of California. The long talks I had with not just British nationals, but others throughout the world, allowed me to realize what a large world we live in. The conversations and my travels have allowed me to adapt to the expanded world I live in now. I have become so accustomed to seeing both US and UK spellings that I no longer even notice the difference between them when I come across them in text I am using. The previous 3 videos demonstrate that perfectly, as the UK spelling of the word color was used instead of the US spelling color. I know many people will select a text based on the spelling and prefer using text from their home country. I, however, do not think like that anymore. Words with different spelling are just part of the great big world we live in now, and I view all spellings of them as one and the same. Let's take a look at a few more examples of what I mean. Meter versus meter is another example of the different spellings used by both countries. As a math teacher, I always come across the spelling differences in so many measurement words. At this point, I don't even notice what spelling is being used, and I pronounce each spelling of meter the same. Neighbors versus neighbors is an example of words pronounced the same but spelled differently. To further show the cultural differences in the US and UK, I wrote the following 2 sentences. My neighbors are football fans, and my neighbors are football fans. These 2 sentences show not only the difference between the spellings, but also how different the context of each sentence can be. If you talk to an American football fan, you will get a totally different sport from the British football fan. And these 2 sentences show just how different we are regarding sports. Other examples of different spellings include leader versus leader, flavor versus flavor, honor versus honor, and behavior versus behavior. There are so many more, I can't explain them all, but I'm sure you get the idea where I'm going with this. Some differences in pronunciation include aluminum versus aluminium, tomato versus tomato, airplane versus aeroplane, behavior versus behavior, organize versus organize. And again, there are far too many to mention, and I'm not even sure how close I am in the actual British accent. In part 2 and in the reading accuracy video, the female student pronounced the word ballet as the word ballet. The male student said ballet in part 2 and in the reading accuracy video, and even I said the word differently in part 1 of the video as well. I'll make sure to leave the details to where you can hear the differences on this video before it ends. So who is right? Well, to be honest, both are right. It really comes down to your personal preference. For me, I will always use American spelling and pronunciation. I no longer notice how the words are said if I can understand what a person is saying. If their accents are too heavy, I'll just tell them, I have no idea what you just said. As a teacher, it doesn't matter to me what spelling you use, so long as you are spelling it correctly. If you tend to mix up the pronunciation of words, there's no need to stress. As your tutor, you now have the perfect opportunity to correct those mistakes by taking a 30 or 60-minute online class with me, where we can either just practice your pronunciation by speaking to each other, go over some assignments, or if you would just like some extra practice, I'll be happy to do that. I hope this video helps you get a better insight to how I think and what I offer as a tutor. If you are still not sure, please look at the other YouTube videos I have on my Jolly for More channel. If you enjoyed this, please leave a comment down below, hit that like button, share this video, and if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you soon. Have a great day.